Hey, what's happening, guys? Dan Darrow here with another Options and Play video update. I have jokingly said on the VTF today that maybe with earnings season winding down, there'll be less catalyst for stocks to go down every day because it seems like the last couple of weeks, whether or not a company beat or missed on earnings, it seems like the stock just traded lower. So less earnings, maybe less stocks trading lower. I don't know. I guess we'll have to wait and see, but. There are some big names during the week, Monday before the open. Things kind of get going with XPEV. It's pricing about 4.5 points. EV names, Chinese EV names. I mean, they just kind of in free fall right now. So I'm not sure there's much to do with this. LI traded red on earnings. Neo traded red on earnings. So maybe that's an indication what to expect here. But I mean, it is oversold. It is down a lot in a short period. Maybe if the numbers are good and can start to stabilize, maybe there's like a trade for like a swing trade. But in terms of earnings, probably gonna be a void for me. After the close on Monday, Stitch Fix. So about 14.5 points is what's priced on this. Short interest has come down a lot. So it was up a ton on earnings and then went on a huge run during like the short squeeze season. Um, but the short interest has come down a lot since then. It does have a history of big swings though. So I feel like it could still be in play. I guess the biggest issue I have with this setup is just the option pricing because it seems kind of high. At like 14.5 points, it's really going to have to be a massive swing. And that's been tougher to come by this earnings season. So it's kind of like a toss up to me. Tuesday before the open, Dix. It's about 7 points is what's expected here. It hasn't been much of an earnings story lately, so I'm not sure I really want to take the risk, especially because like not many names have been moving as much as they were priced in this quarter. But maybe it'd be decent. Hibbit had pretty good numbers on today, so Friday, so maybe that's a good read through to Dix. But I don't know if I'm gonna do anything with it. After the close on Tuesday, MongoDB, so a big software name, they're looking for about 33 points or so. It has been a top software play for a while. I mean, obviously everything got hit this week, so that's rolled over too. But I feel like it is kind of hanging in okay, all things considered. It hasn't had a significant gap on earnings in several quarters though, so my thinking is I might be able to step in early after the numbers come out, like that day, for a trade versus actually taking the risk into earnings. Before they open on Wednesday, PDD, but they're not confirmed, so can't do anything with that until they confirm. After the close on Wednesday, AMC, so about $1.50 is what's priced in here. Toss up of a pattern. Obviously, one of the most traded stocks right now, and theaters are starting to open again. So I feel like the past quarter, what they report, is probably really not going to be the story. I guess the question is just if there's going to be enough of a move to really trigger like a bigger pop or drop, right? Because it's probably going to have to be at least like two, maybe 2.5 points to really start to open this pattern up. But maybe if I can keep the risk low and get some like lower debit contracts, maybe I'll take a shot on it. Cloudera, so about 215 is what's priced in here. It's not always a huge mover, but it does typically move pretty consistently around earnings. Option pricing might not leave much room though. But maybe if I can get premiums down on both sides, I can take a look at a volatility strategy. Maybe. Oracle, big name, about 375 is what's priced in on this. Had a huge move today off like an upgrade. I mean, it's a very, very, very big move. And I guess I can't tell if options are expensive or cheap because it moved today basically almost double what they're pricing in for earnings. So and that was just off like an upgrade. So it's like stock is at a multi-year high. It's acting great. It's just it hasn't been as much of a mover around earnings over the past year. It's hard to figure this one out. Pattern seems more bullish, but it also has been challenging this quarter, targeting breakouts to like 52-week highs. So it's a really really tough one to read. I'm on the fence with it. It might be more of like a game time decision for me. And also on Thursday after the close is Sumo. So about 5 points is what's priced in, but those are monthly options. It's probably not going to be an earnings play for me, but I'm definitely going to watch it after the results come out. Um, we've had some swing trades on this the past few months, and I like how it moves, so I'll be keeping an eye on it. Before the open on Thursday, another heavily shorted name, GoGo, about 2.25 is what they're looking for here. And actually, this is one of the shorted names where the short interest actually hasn't come down much. It never squeezed as sharply in January, February, and it hasn't really pulled back as sharply as either. Still a ton of shares short into earnings, and that can make this interesting. I might look at something speculative on the bull side here, just in case they turn in a strong report. Also on Thursday before the open, JD. So about 7.25 is what they're looking for in this. Top Chinese e-commerce name. It's actually still holding the uptrend too. Option pricing kind of high to me, but it does look pretty good. I guess the biggest question is whether it can deliver and actually get rewarded, which has been kind of tough in this market. I don't know. I guess if I do anything, it might be something speculative bullish or even something like longer dated. Because I mean, you can see just a very, very consistent trend, and it's still in the trend. So, if the numbers are good and it holds the trend, then I'm thinking of resumption of the trend. So maybe something longer dated actually might make more sense. After the close on Thursday, DocuSign. So about 22 points is what's priced in here. So minus the one crazy run in September. I mean, the stock has been very hard to trade for months. Range bound, erratic, no major moves. It's beginning to lose some levels though. So this quarter is going to be important just to kind of stabilize. If they can crush it, maybe resets the higher range. But like work from home stocks, they're kind of starting to lose momentum. So this one's kind of like more of like a critical earnings report. Also Thursday after the close, Alta. So about 20, 25 and a half, I guess, is what's priced in here. Stock nearing all-time high. So come a long ways back, and it's been a pretty steady trend. There have been some quarters historically where it's had some really big moves, but those are also fewer and farther between. At 26 points, 25, 26 points, straddle, it's really not too expensive. So if it has one of those crazy quarters, I mean, the options seem light, but again, it hasn't really been consistent. So I guess I'll see how the week goes with earnings. Things are flying around. Maybe I'll take a shot on the volatility strategy. If not, maybe I'll hold off. And then Friday before the open, nothing confirmed. So that's it. So some big names, some big expected moves, and we'll see if we can change that pattern and start to see some stocks actually get rewarded this quarter. It's been rare, but maybe this will be the week where it changes. All right. So if you like this video and you're looking for more information on trading earnings with options or swing trading with options, please follow up with the link in the description of the video for more information on options to play. Hope you have a wonderful night. Stay well, and I will talk to you all on Monday.